Hey guys. Okay. So this is an update since yesterday. So for the last week, Christ has been doing a lot of things to me that deliberately pissed me off. Whole bunch of stuff. One was putting stuff in my head. One was the sex dreams over, and a bunch of other things I really can't remember right now. I got a chest cold, so I ain't feeling all that hot. Anyway, so last night I was up all night with a cold, with a chest cold. It was driving me bananas. And I made the video yesterday, the update video about the last video. Check it out. Anyway, this is what happened after that. As soon as I uploaded the video, like 10 minutes, I uploaded to Facebook, then I uploaded to YouTube, and all of a sudden, out of nowhere, these voices came. Christ is talking. They're all yelling. My innocence is yelling. Christ is telling me not to talk. The kids are telling me not to talk. My wife's telling me not to talk. And this guy's yelling insults. Christ hooks me up to him, so Christ is in me. This guy's yelling. There's more. There's like 4 or 5 of them, but the main guy. Christ told me he's a priest. This guy, you gotta listen to what this guy says. So this guy says that I have to take down a video because I'm a blasphemer sinner, or a blasphemy sinner or something. And the way he's talking like I'm an old world priest, you know, like that's why I'm at. And it's like, you know, them witch burning priests back in the day. He's like one of those. That's the way he's talking, you know, all them words, blasphemy and heresy and all them words they used back then. Heresy, back in the sinner, all this stuff. And he's calling me. I'm like, Jesus, kick his ass. What are you doing? He goes, he's a Christian. I can't. I'm going, what the hell are you talking about? He's a Christian. Christ that's with me, he's telling me he's a Christian. This guy that's turning me into a sinner blasphemer. I'm like, and it was all about, guess what? ETs. Because I went and spoke out and put it on video. Some of you guys watched it, and your spirit guides came. So it turns out this guy is from a different Christianity. He's like a different sect of Christianity. Okay? And I'm just telling you guys my truth of what I know. This guy comes in response. As soon as I dropped the video, somebody watched it. All your spirit guides, whoever you are, came and gave me shit. So I'm listening to this guy yelling at me, and other people yelling at me. I don't believe it, man. All night. This guy, he's asking this Christ for me to go with him so he can heal me properly and all this. I'm like, hell no. I said, you know, the only thing I'm going to do is stab you in your fucking head. You don't fucking come around here telling me what. You're acting like you're a dictator. I'm like, I ain't into that. Right? I don't belong to any cult, any groups, nothing. No political affiliations or nothing. Don't even go there. I'm with Christ consciousness. These guys are doing me solid. I'm staying with Jesus Christ in Christianity with the truth. And the truth of Christianity and my truth. Christ within me, he's saying, well, this is the truth of Christianity. When you put out a video about ETs and Jesus Christ, people watch it, and this is the result you get. And I've had this before many times. People's reacting to me this way because I put out a video. Now, with that said, this guy's yelling at me and everything. This Christ said he is healing me, is asking if I want to go with him. I'm like, hell no. And he goes, good, I'm glad to hear it, and you're staying up here. I go, I'll never go. I'll fucking put a bullet in my head before I go with that. There's no way. No way. You can't be free in a sect. You can't be free in a cult. You can't be free. All right? You can't be free. And I go, the Christ I'm with, all the Christ that I'm with, in Christianity, Christ consciousness, I get to talk to the aliens. I get to talk to the big, I get to do whatever the fuck I want, even if it's wrong. All right? I go, that's what I'm talking about. I have the free fucking will to do what I want. This guy's, Christ told me, he goes, Rich, if you go with him, you're going to be his bitch. You're going to be he said slave. Because you're going to be his slave. And I said, that's it. I go, where's the gun? Because I ain't never been a slave. And I'll fucking kill a slaver. I'll kill him. I'll shoot him right in the fucking head. In reality here, if there was a gang of guys who was slaving people, child traffickers, I'd shoot him right in the fucking head. If there were no cops around and I could get away with it, I'll shoot him right in the fucking head. Done. That shit is wrong. I don't give a fuck. Done. Now, that's just wrong. I don't care. If I can get away with it without a cop fucking seeing me, he had a cop, the cops come in. No, I am the law. I am the law. There is no law except me. Fuck off. You have to fucking cops don't even know what the fuck you're talking about. So, I get away with it. If it was my kid and the slavers took him, I'd fucking stalk them till they're alone and I'd shoot them, fucking cut their throat, whatever. That's what I do. Straight up. Any fucking man would do that. Don't care. Your daughter is taken away by fucking gang members who are pimping them out in the street, and you don't have the balls to walk in that place and fucking stab them and shoot them in the face. Free the kids, take your daughter home, you're a piece of shit. Any cop, anybody who come knocking my fucking door giving me shit about what I just said can fuck off. I don't care. With all that being said, this Christ, that Christ, this Christ telling me I'll be a slave if I go with him. So I ain't being a slave. So I go, fuck out. Get out of here, buddy. He won't fucking stop. He's reading me fucking Bible verses while I'm laying there trying to sleep. And I'm like, can this end? Can you get rid of this guy? He's like, no, he's a Christ. You gotta hear him out. Because you put that video up. Right? And I'm like, oh, fuck. The fucking rules, right? The fine print rules, red tape bullshit. So Christ's red tape. And he goes, you want to know the truth about Christ and Jesus Christ, Christianity and all that? And this is what it is. He goes, be careful what you put on the videos. Now, so, that's done. I go to bed at night. I sleep an hour, wake up coughing. All of a sudden, I'm brought up to the second or the first light. I'm up in the light and I'm talking to the Christ that's there in the light. And he's telling me, I'm like, how come I'm here all of a sudden? He goes, I just had to take you out so you can clear your head. I'm going, take me out of what? And he goes, those two Christs, because you're getting confused and everything. I'm like, yeah. And he goes, and I started doubting the Christ I was with, right? And he goes, look, Christ goes with, you want to know the truth about Christianity and Christ, and he's teaching you the truth, and this is what happens. And he goes, this is why ETs are not accepted on the planet. He goes, we're not ready for it. This is what he said to me. I'm ready. He goes, you're ready for it. You know the truth. He goes, you know the truth, and you stood up for yourself. That's the truth. And I'm like, fucking right. And he goes, everything that other Jesus taught you, the ET that was yelling at you about your family with the extraterrestrials, everything he was saying was dead on. He goes, that's your truth, and you're allowed to seek it. But when you make a video and put it out, this is what's going to happen to you. She goes, I had to take you out so you can clear your head. And he goes, this is your home, by the way. When you die, you're coming here, and we're going to do a lifer on you, and you're going up in the light. You're not down. And he goes, I go, are you Christ? And he goes, yeah, but I'm not like them Christ. He goes, or something like this. He goes, it's different. He goes, once you're in the light, it's different than the lower 8, 9 tiers down. He goes, once you're out of that and you're in the light, it's totally different. It's a different Christ, different type of Christ consciousness. I don't know. He goes, it's freer, just less stuff. I don't know, something like that. And he goes, that's why I took you out. And I'm like, oh. I'm like crazy, right? And so he goes, I'm proud of you. He goes, I'm proud of you, and he's telling me, he goes, you stood up for yourself. He goes, in that situation, and in every situation, you know the truth inside, and you stand up for yourself and what you know is the truth. And he goes, you don't have to fucking fight everybody. You don't have to fight everybody on the truth. Just say your piece and walk away. You don't even gotta say nothing, but you know the truth inside yourself. I go, yeah, and well, I do. And he goes, yeah, and he goes, that's why I'm so fucking proud of you, because you just saved yourself right there. You saved yourself when the Archon came. You saved yourself. He's telling me all this stuff that happened 7 fucking years, and I'm like, all right, well, great, man. So now what? And he goes, I'm sending you back down. And he goes, I'm going, what? I don't leave me here. And I'm already having dreams of falling, like I'm on top of a building or something. And he goes, no, I'm sending you back down. You're not done yet. He goes, you got to go down there and learn how to be knighted. I'm like, what? He goes, he goes, there's a couple tests you got to do to be knighted. So I'm thinking, fuck, another week of tests. So he sends me back down. I'm with the normal Christ, the baddie Christ, and I'm in St. Lucian, the city. That's the one I go to. I'm accepted there in the 3rd level, and it's St. Lucia, or something like that. Anyway, I made a video about it in the past. So I'm with this Christ. All of a sudden I'm dreaming, and I'm having some crazy dream, like a whole bunch of weird stuff. I wake up, and Christ tells me that where you stood up for yourself with that cult of Christianity, that Christian cult, the sect. I go, yeah. He goes, you stood up for yourself? I go, yeah. He goes, you passed. I go, what? He goes, that was the next test. And I go, what are you talking about? He goes, that was the next test. You stood up for yourself. We were waiting for something to happen like that. And I'm like, Jesus Christ, are you kidding? Where you stood up for yourself. And I go, did you manufacture that whole thing? And he goes, no, it just happened. He goes, that people come and talk to us every day about your videos, and we got to deal with it. And I go, we used this one. We used this one for your test. And he goes, we got one more test. And I'm laying there and I'm going, okay. And he goes, well, just go to sleep and move the energy and let me in. So I let him in. I'm laying there. I'm falling asleep. I'm thinking about everything that just happened, right? I'm thinking about everything that just happened. I'm supposed to be knighted or something. I don't know what it means. All of a sudden I'm laying there and this girl's crawling up to me. She's like dirt and rags and nasty. She's crawling on her thing, and she's saying, I can't move, I can't move, I can't move. She's crawling up to me, and I'm standing over top of her, and I go, oh, you just need a hug, that's all. It's like she's down and out, right? I go, you just need a hug. So I started rubbing her back, compassion. And then my spirit and the kids, they're all watching, and Christ starts crying. The kids start crying. Everybody's freaking out and yelling, telling me I passed. And Richie passed, Richie passed, Richie passed. Because they were waiting me in the dream to do something compassionate. And I'm like, that's just my nature, man. And he goes, that's the third, you passed. Next thing I know, boom, hundreds of people are around me, and I'm being knighted. They're all talking, they're all saying this. So I lay there from 3 o'clock to about 6:37 going through this ceremony. Now I ain't heard a lot, I don't know a lot, but I was given a suit of armor with some special things on it. I was given a big ass sword with a whole bunch of symbols and stuff. I was given a dagger with a whole bunch of symbols and stuff. I was given these cloths, and they're saying, when they gave me one of these cloths that go around my shoulders or something, he goes, you're now Jesus Christ, and you're in the order of the Christ or the Knights or something. And he said, he goes, I've seen you to the point where you wanted to die 17 times, and at the point of where you wanted to give up, you got back up and you stood your ground, and you, with Christ, and you stood up and fucking took care of the shit. And he goes, you went from fucking the point of death standing up and dealing with it. And he goes, that was 17 times. And he told me all this stuff I've done. That is Christ-like. That's why I got the little spark. Also, and so he said that, and he said every battle is not won by the sword. Just remember that. So I go, okay. He goes, you're now Jesus Christ, and you're in the Knights, not the Knights Templars, I don't think. It's totally different. I looked on Google and I couldn't find it. But there's a lot of Knights, Order of the Knights of Christ. I couldn't find it. So maybe it's there, but they're using different terms. I don't know, guys. I don't know. I mean, I gotta ask, but I'm pushing energy that hurts like crazy. I got this chest cold murdering me. But anyway, I got me a suit of armor, some cool stuff, some nice Jesus cloths. I hang around. They're all important. They got lots of things, and I got me a dagger, a big ass sword. Shing. And they anointed me with some special oils, and they did some incense stuff, blessings, and he said this big thing over top of me, and that I'm a part of their knighthood people, and if I ever have problems or issues with it, I'm to go talk to him, but I don't even know his name, so I don't even know who to talk to. I just ask my innocence, he'll take me there. And I'm all set up, man. I think there's a little bit more to it I don't understand yet, so I'm going to make more as it happens, like make more videos as it happens. But awesome, man. Awesome. And the one test that happened, when whoever sent one of the Christian priests, he was a Christian priest of a sect, but he was a priest in Christianity, but it was a sect, like the guys that come to your door and knock, one of them types, like one of them offshoot groups. He was one of those, but he has to be respected because he's earned his way, but he's like a slaver. And I'm like, well, it's like a slaver, but it's a group, but they're all learning Christ within a subgroup. You know what I mean? But in Christ consciousness and the truth of it all, you're just a slave. And when are you going to go? You got to do his bidding. You got to bow. You got to chant. You got to fucking smack yourself with whips and shit. Or you can just get on with Christ consciousness, start living and learning, right? And move up. You know, got to be, so that's what I'm trying to say. So all these different sects are out there. Be careful. You know, one thing always remains. You seek the truth, wisdom, and freedom to do whatever you want. If you don't get those things, you don't get the truth, you don't get the wisdom, and you don't get the freedom, you can't talk to aliens. Some Christ won't let you talk to aliens. Some Christ will fucking burn you at the stake or just shut you down. You don't have a choice. Even in this normal Christian, I've had pre-Christs that really don't want to talk about it. And if they do talk about it, they make sure no one else hears it. All because they're ETs. And I go, okay, Christ. And the guy he's telling me, he goes, you're not allowed to talk to ETs, extraterrestrials, they're demons, demons. He's like this, he's screaming like that. I'm like, you're out of your fucking mind, pal. I go, you know what, bless you, but guess what? I go, I guess I'm not allowed to talk to black people. I guess I'm not allowed to talk to red people. He's like, what the fuck are you talking about? I'm going, well, they're different than a white guy. I guess I'm not allowed to talk to them either. Under your fucking retarded mentality, I'm not allowed to talk to anybody unless they're white. And this is the guy that's giving me shit. I go, pack your fucking shit and get the fuck out of here. I'm tired of hearing it. And I had the other Christ in me. And they're like freaking out because I'm standing up to this guy who's giving me a bunch of shit. But he's a Christ. He's a in Christ consciousness. But he's a sect. So anyway, this is what I'm going through for like 4 fucking hours. Then I had the knighthood thing. They were all proud of me when I stood up to this turkey. And then the guy, the other knight, the head knight dude, the master of the knights, he's coming down, hitting me on the head with the sword, saying all these stuff, blessing me, giving me carpets and blankets and crosses. And he, on the back and on the front, they put a big red cross on my chest plates or something. And it was a cross. It wasn't like a cross. It was a cross. It wasn't like a cross, like a Jesus on the cross. Not that type of cross. It was a cross, proper cross. And it was red, and I had that, and then I had some head blanket put over me and a bunch of other stuff, and I had my sword, which is really cool. I hadn't even looked at it much yet. So I've been pushing energy and sleeping, coughing my head off. Anyway, so I am now a knight. I'm a knight for Christ. Consciousness. And I don't know what that means really. They all know. They're going to tell me, they say. But in the body and in my head, I already know. The last 2 weeks have been absolute crazy. And I asked the Christ if he still got that damn pin in my head. He says no, but the same energy is coming out from when I had it put in. So I don't know what's going on. Yep. So, I'm a knight. Can't tell you much all about it. But, you know, don't send your fucking people over and hassle me, man. Like in Christ said, there's nothing he can do to you. You just gotta listen to him, bitch. And he's gonna ask you a bunch of questions. If you want to go with him, he can heal you and all that stuff. And he goes, he'll tell you everything you want to hear. He'll tell you everything you want to hear. Except, you're not free. You'll never get the truth. And the other one, whatever that was. So you gotta be smart, guys. You gotta be smart. If you want, write, if you're serious for you, write to me. Or write to me, I'll hook you up with one of my Christs in the proper order of the truth Christ. You don't want the wrong ones, man. Then you're just stuck in a sect for 50 lifetimes. You don't want that. So crazy. Anyway, I gotta go. I gotta upload this before I go back to bed. Okay, bye guys.